What's up, guys? This is Matt, aka Lloyd Milligan, and today I'm bringing you the second episode of the Spawn Shop, and this is Summit Domination. This is an MLG variant scrim you're watching here, and right off the bat here, what I want to show you is that pre-nade. So DD spawns in, he runs right to this spot next to the forklift there, and chucks it right over the building, dribbles onto the A flag, and it's able to get a kill. Luckily, I survived because I hid behind the pole, but I kind of just lucked out there. What you want to do is you want to cap that flag on the left side, and if you do that, you'll be able to avoid that nade. So that's the first tip there. But more generally about this series, I'm going to be doing the domination maps, and Joe's going to stick with the CTF maps. And with domination, what I want to focus on is when you're trying to cap that B flag, where is the enemy going to be spawning? That's kind of the key feature, is as you're capping the flag, where are they going to be? Which direction are they likely to be coming from? So that's kind of what I'm going to focus on, and I'll point out different spawns as they happen through the match. And with Summit Domination specifically, what you want to do is you want to control this war room. And what we did there, we cleared it out. I had someone in front. I didn't realize it because I stunned myself, but we were able to cap the flag, and now I want you to pay attention to this spawn coming up right here. It is one of the main spawn points, and we'll call that back stairs or back C stairs. That is a big spawn point on this map, and you'll see me a few times during this map set up for this overhead nade, and I haven't been doing it really lately as much because people have kind of figured out how to stay alive on the VDOM flag when a nade hits it. You can run to both sides of this computer in front of me and avoid getting killed. So right here, let's go ahead and take a look at the spawns here. They have A and B, and we have C, and we want to cap that B flag. So what you need to know is when you clear out this war room, they're going to be spawning on Steam. That's the red area at the top of the map right now. That is the main spawn point on this map, and it happens most of the time. You can also spawn behind it on at that tank, or in between the ADOM building and the Steam building. Sometimes people will spawn on the box in front of Steam, and that's kind of the front of that rectangle there. But yeah, that's the main spawn point. So what does that tell you? It tells you they're probably going to be coming grates, which is the top route. They're going to be coming bottom balcony or grates. Which sort of flanks BDOM, and later on I'll show you a good nade that if you do spawn there and you want to try and save B, how you can do that. But for the time being, let's go ahead and look at the other spawns on this side, just so you're aware of them. The place where you start the ADOM spawn, where I started on this match, that's called Gas Station. That's the red area on the far left right now, and that's one of the main spawn points on this map, definitely. And the other main spawn point is down on Summit. And as far as I can tell, what forces that spawn on Summit is if they have the A and B flag and someone pushes up towards Steam, which is the first spawn point I mentioned, it can force spawns out to Summit. And that's what you want to avoid at all costs, because if they're spawning Summit, they're very close to BDOM, and they can save it easily with a nade because you can't get a shot on them. So when you're capping that B flag, you want to be watching back the side computers it's called I computers, or you want to be watching the door at Summit or Gold, which is the main entrance to the war room from this side. So there's 3 areas where you would need to watch, and the biggest spawn point is on Steam. So that's kind of the most important thing to know. So let's go ahead and get back to the game now. Luckily, I was able to cap the flag. But I was taken out immediately, but my teammate who capped the flag with me picked up the guy who got me. So now our goal is to set up in this war room. We don't do a great job of it. We get picked off pretty quickly, but that's our goal. And you do that by putting 2 guys on the top and 2 guys on the bottom, and you're watching in every direction, or every direction you can. Kind of one guy Summit and Gold, which is right in front of me right now, and one guy watching back cages. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other spawns. The spawns on the other side of the map here. And right off the bat, the very first spawn point, the biggest spawn point on this map, it's either in the red building with the big caterpillar in it, or it's in the garage, which is the building that leads down to Summit, or it can be on the catwalk that's sort of between those two buildings. You'll see how those two rectangles there are connected. That's the catwalk. So it's the main spawn point is in one of those three areas. The next spawn point that you'll see is the top back C stairs spawn I mentioned earlier, and we spawn there several times throughout this game. There's also a spawn way in the back behind the red caterpillar building, but that doesn't happen too often in 4v4 because the other team needs to have really strong map control to force spawns back there. But and sort of the counter to the Summit spawn on this side is the top computer / bottom computer spawn, and you see that at the top of your map now. That spawn is on this side is the one you want to avoid, and it's sort of the same thing. If you have A and the enemies have B and C, and you're pushing up towards the forklift, which is kind of by the C flag, the forklift up top that's right next to the crate, then you will force spawns to top / bottom computer. So that's what you want to avoid, because obviously if they spawn there, they can easily get to B-Dom and say the flag, or they can flank you without you realizing they've spawned there. So that's something you want to avoid, definitely. So let's go ahead and get back to the game now. So now we're in a position where we're trying to get control of that war room, and this was the route I was talking about. You want to keep pushing this bottom computer area. You want to pick up a couple kills, and then you want to jump on the flag, and that's pretty much just what we do here. And we're able to cap. Now we're trying to set up, and as I was saying before, you want to have someone watching the sort of the front entrance, someone watching this side entrance, and you want to try and get people up top. As you can see, we were pushing. We were trying to triple cap, and we weren't really communicating too well, so I wasn't quite aware that they were doing that. Probably should have moved to B-Dom earlier. And right here, I saw that grenade, and I thought, oh, that's a friendly grenade. So I ran right onto it without thinking, and friendly fire was obviously on. This is a competitive match, and I got killed, so that was kind of my fault there. So now we're in the same position again. We need to cap the B-Dom flag, so I take the same route. This is what you want. You just want to sort of brute force this attack. You want to keep running this way until you're able to clear out this room. And so we jump on the flag, we cleared out the room, we jump on the flag, and a nade falls from the sky. So you see DD there, he spawned back in Steam. That's the Steam spawn I mentioned. He runs right even with the flag. He throws it up and over the building, and it lands right on the flag, and then he picks up the triple with his gun. So yeah, that's a really good nade. I suggest practicing it. It can save flags. It's hard to get the B-Dom flag from that spawn to save it if they're on it, and that's one of the ways you can do it. So now at this point we're kind of desperate. We want to make something happen, and so we decide to send people Summit. Now this Summit route can take over two times as long as a route to compared to the bottom computers route that I showed you earlier. So if you're going to do it, you need to really coordinate with your team. You need to not announce that you're there, so you have the element of surprise, and you need to just kind of take your time and don't waste your life when you go that way. And that's kind of, we sent two guys, and we both wasted our lives. We didn't get any kills, got picked up really easily. So yeah, that's a big no-no. And right here, I wanted to point out, I'm sort of waiting on them to spawn. And now I know there's a spawn directly behind me and to the right, and I was kind of aware of it during this map, but definitely not enough, because QP, I'm not sure if he spawns there or if he spawns back in the first original gas station spawn, but he's able to pick me up without me seeing or knowing he was there. And that's not good. So see, this is the back grate or catwalk spawn that I told you about earlier between the red building and the garage. And right there, Joe said it before, and I'll say it again. You don't want to sprint around off spawn. You want to take your time and make your life count. And when you're sprinting like I was there, it's likely to get killed. So here again, we take the Summit route. And again, I'm not sure who that was, but he announced that we were here by throwing a stun into the room there, and that's what you want to. You don't want to do that. Um, Now, you'll see me do something stupid also. I run right this way, and I don't check my corners, and I get picked up easily. I probably should have just waited on broken and waited for someone to come to me, waited for my team to come, bottom computers. And right there's the bottom computer spawn that I was talking about. That's what the other team does not want. And right now, I'm thinking that they're probably going to be spawning Summit. So I checked the spawn here anyways, and I assume that they're spawning Summit, and I assume incorrectly. So, you know, you never know if they're going to spawn Summit. It's very fickle spawn, so you gotta assume that they might spawn there or they might not, and kind of play real cautiously in that situation. And right here, I was setting up for this overhead nade, even though we have control of the war room. See, I should have probably gone top computers, bottom computers. I should have set up, should have helped my team rather than just waiting to throw that grenade. So now I'm planning on watching their flank on the Summit side. And so I set up and just kind of wait, and I don't want to announce I'm here. If they clear out the war room and start taking the flag, I can throw a grenade on it from out here, or I can run in and shoot them. And as long as they don't know I'm here, I will most likely save the flag. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right here. And it ends up working out, actually. So that's always something to keep in mind. When should I let the enemy know where I am? When should I take my time and not let them know? So I kind of wasted my nade there, but it ended up working out anyway, luckily. And I go back out and set up on Summit, kind of do the same thing. They know I'm there now. I'm hoping that they think that I went somewhere else. And I'm not sure if they did or not, but it ends up working out. So, but right here, we are thinking, you know, we don't need to. We just need to hold the one flag, so we don't push anything. We just kind of save that flag. And at the very end here, I try and pre-fire QP because he knows I'm going to be there, but he takes me out anyway. But yeah, that's the second episode of the Spawn Shop, guys. Hopefully you guys like the series. We'll be doing some more maps moving forward. Please let us know if you like the series and if you want us to keep doing it. All right. Thanks, guys.